Please avoid at all costs all of them. Caution. Hi everybody, how are you doing? And welcome to a new video about London. If you are new to this channel, welcome to Sandy Makes Sense. I am Sandy. I lived in London for almost 10 years, so I like to think I know what I'm talking about. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. It would help me out massively. And today we are talking about the worst tourist traps in London. Number one is what I call the worst steakhouse in London. It's called Aberdeen Steak House. It's located on Leicester Square, Piccadilly Circus, and there might even be a few other branches around. I don't know. I can guarantee you right now that no Londoner ever has set foot into Aberdeen Steakhouse. It's a tourist trap that serves you not great, overpriced Aberdeen steak, and it has nothing to do with the real best restaurants you can find in London. I have actually made an entire playlist of food in London, amazing restaurant experiences, so you can watch this here, so have a look there. And also, if you want the real steak experience in London, there is only one restaurant to go to, and that is called Flatiron. If you go there, go early though, because you might have to queue. Then number two is everything. Avoid everything on Westminster Bridge. Maybe don't even go there. No, okay, I get it. You want to go there because you want to take a selfie with Big Ben or the London Eye or Westminster Abbey, and because it's cool and beautiful, but do not engage with all those magicians that live on the bridge and hide little coins under, I don't know, cups and make you guess where it is, and then they steal your money. And, you know, people selling you real paintings of London when, you know, they probably bought it from a market somewhere. But the worst really are the magicians. So I walked across Westminster Bridge yesterday, and there were thousands of tourists watching these kind of, you know, people probably stealing their money out of their pockets whilst they're not watching and like finding it amazing. And trust me, that's not the London experience. No Londoner thinks that's amazing. You know, you have to be careful because, like I said, there's pickpockets and thieves around. So if you have to go to Westminster Bridge, go there for a selfie with Big Ben and then move on. Then for number three, a lot of people would say Madame Tussauds or Ripley's. Fair enough. I don't necessarily rate any of them, but I understand that if you come to London for the first time, you might want to take a selfie with David Beckham, and that's really exciting. So I'm not going to put these in the list. I don't necessarily rate them, but the worst, I guess, attraction in this category for me is M&M's World. I mean, when it opened, I seriously worried, and I was like, what is M&M's World? And you know, M&M's is owned by Mars, which is a huge global American corporation that is selling you chocolate in a, you know, literal like mental temple dedicated to their chocolate. And you can go inside and buy chocolate. And you know, don't get me wrong, I love M&M's, but again, it has nothing to do with the real London experience. So a lot of museums, like actual museums with actual British or London-based art, are free and beautiful. So please do not go to M&M's World and spend too much money on a pack of chocolate that's in the Union Jack colours. No. Number four is the London Aquarium. Now, I'm really sorry guys, I love the aquariums that are there, you know, in the world, and I'm sure London Aquarium is also a very beautiful place, but let's face it, London isn't exactly known for its local fish that you can see in the aquarium, because London is in fact not by the sea. So where I come from, the north of Germany, I live on the sea, we have an aquarium that is beautiful and it has local fish and seals there, and that makes sense. But you know, going to the London Aquarium and watching little Nemos swimming around has nothing to do, again, with the real London experience at all. So avoid spending money to see Nemo. He doesn't even live in London. You know what I mean. And then my very last point, number five, is about shopping. Now, this is Oxford Street. Don't get me wrong, I go to Oxford Street all the time. I live here, it's very handy, there's loads of shops there. But if you want the London experience, do not go to Oxford Street or Piccadilly Circus and go to the tourist shops and buy a mug with the Union Jack on it. Because there are actually roads next to Oxford Street that are so much cooler, and they have so much more shops that are more British than H&M, which is on Oxford Street. So there is a Carnaby Street, for example. I talked about it before. If you need to go shopping in that area, go to Carnaby Street. And like I said, also avoid the tourist shops with the Union Jacks. Think about the difference when you come home and you bring your friend a mug with the Union Jack on that you bought in a tourist shop in Piccadilly Circus versus, hey, I brought you this really special postcard that I got from a vintage shop in Brick Lane in East London. You really need to go there. So that's the difference. So shopping in Oxford Street is very standard. Now you guys might think, Sandy, that was really helpful, but also, you know, what am I gonna do? These are the top 5 things that are suggested to me on the guides and the, you know, the bus tours and everything. So what am I gonna do? And to that, I shall tell you, I have an entire YouTube channel of things to do in London. I have, in fact, a playlist that is called Things to Do in London. I also daily post on my Instagram things to do in London, and I can guarantee you that they are all curated by me, ticked by me, and tested, and they will, 99% of them will give you the real London experience. So when you come here, try and remember some of the tips I gave you in this video. I hope this helped you one way or the other. Thank you very much for watching, you lovely people, and I will see you next week. Bye.